Welcome to another episode of Remember the Great Sports. In light of my April Fool's joke to everyone on this channel, I really appreciate everybody tuning in and giving me the thumbs up and the positive comments. But when I said this is the greatest thing I've ever shown on my channel, I'm sure many of you expected to, load the video and see some awesome thing that outdid a Mickey Mantle autograph and all this. And then I showed you that Chiefs thing, or Chiefs, however you want to say that, item. So, in response to that April Fool's joke that I played on everyone, I'm going to be really serious this video, and I'm going to show you two of these cards are some of the most valuable things in my entire collection. And some of you are going to look at this and be like, I have never seen this card in my life. Holy crap, where did you come up with that? I can tell you that I've had one of these since I was a kid. That's how long ago this was. And I'm going to show you this card. I'm going to tell you the origin of this card. And then I'm going to show you a little bit more of what I know about this card. And I'm not going to stand here and act like I know everything, because there might be something that I'm overlooking. So if I'm misinterpreting something during this video, somebody that's watching, if they want to correct me, by all means, please do. But what am I talking about is the Michael Jordan Chaos in the Windy City promotional card, cutout card. I don't even know what you want to call it. And on the back, it kind of has stats for the video game. And if you guys don't know what Chaos in the Windy City is, I'll show you a picture right here. I actually own that video game. I have it in storage somewhere. I didn't really want to take all my storage out just to find it for this video. I thought it more important to show you the card and the other item that I'm about to show you than the video game itself. So I'm just going to show you a picture right here. But if you look closely at this card, I have it just in a top loader, but it's also in a soft sleeve. You can see the perforation around the card. Well, this card originally came on a uncut sheet, like an advertisement for the game in a video game magazine. And you're going to be like, how do you know that? Well, I happen to have that video game magazine when I was a kid, and genius me, I threw the magazine out, but I tore the card out of the page and kept the card. I was a 12-year-old kid. Didn't think like I do now about the collectability of things. So you're going to be looking at me and you're thinking, man, what could that card be worth? Well, all I got to say is there are graded versions of this card, but I don't have mine graded. But what I'm about to show you, this is the second one in my collection. I actually own two of these. So can they be that rare? You be the judge. I'll let you guys decide. Well, my first reference point that I want to share with you, and this is an older price guide, and I know a lot of people don't go by price guides anymore. They go by, sales on Beckett Marketplace or CMOC or eBay or whatever. But according to Collecting Michael Jordan, the official book written by Oscar Gracia many years ago. Actually, it was written in 1998, so this book is already 21 years old. But in 1998, if you look at page 161 in that book, you see the Michael Jordan card right there. Now in 1998, if you want to scroll up, just follow the bottom of the card on the edge here. You can see his price value of that card. $550, $350. So, that's what the card, according to this guy that wrote this book, said this was worth in 1998. So has it maintained that value? I would say yes and no. They're not as rare as I think this book makes it out to be. If you look through this book, a lot of things are just way overpriced. Like a starting lineup figures like $200. you can get a Michael Jordan starting lineup for a lot less than $200 nowadays. So that's a starting point. Okay? Now we're going to go back to the origin a little bit of this book. About 3-4 years ago, before I started my channel, my pickups videos and all that stuff, I was at a flea market. I was going it was one of those storage locker flea markets, and there it was. The Gamepro magazine that this card came out of. And when I saw it, I knew immediately what it was. I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to show this to you guys. Alright, so this, in its complete form, is the Michael Jordan card. Now I'm not going to touch it, but as you can see, the perforated lines, they're advertising the game like a sweepstakes thing with Michael Jordan, and you can see the back of the card, just like this one. And this is how it originally came in the original condition when I received this magazine way back when. I, of course, ripped it out of my magazine and kept it as a basketball card. Because I looked at this, I'm like, what's this cheap thing? This is stupid. How stupid is this? I mean, it's Michael Jordan. I might as well keep it. So, I found this magazine in a storage locker. And I said, well, how much you want for this? Guy didn't know what he had. He had a whole stack of Gamepros. And he said, oh man, those things have been going $5-6 a piece. I said, I'll tell you what. I found this. I'm not going to weigh this on top of it, but I'm going to show it. I found this also in the locker. And it's a Gamepro with Michael Jordan. And I said, you know, $5 is just a little too high. Would you go 2 for $5 on the pair? And he's like, yeah, sure, I'll take 5 for the pair. So he threw in the Michael Jordan issue for free, in other words. Well, I knew immediately what I had. So, I just wanted to share this with you. I recently came across somebody's YouTube page that's a huge Michael Jordan collector. I contacted him through some comments, and I said, hey, you happen to have or know about the Chaos in the Windy City card? You know, do you happen to have that? He's like, yeah, actually I was lucky enough to get one, you know, a little while back. And I said, I actually got 2 of them. Can you believe that? He's like, no way, really? So I said, you know what? Since you're such a cool guy and your channel's just getting started out, I'm going to do a video specifically on my Chaos on the Windy City cards. So I know there's at least one person that knows what this is out there. So go on eBay. Just type in Michael Jordan Chaos on the Windy City. You'll see the going rate for this card in this magazine. I just want to share this little nugget of information for some of those people that might like to go out to antique malls like I do. Keep your eye open for this Gamepro magazine, because this is a hidden gem among sports collectors. I'm not going to stand here and act like I know much about Gamepro magazine. I mean, I like playing video games, but I know a lot of these do have collectability. But to me, this is the most collectible one out of the whole run because of that Michael Jordan card. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just my thoughts. So, hopefully you guys liked this video. Again, I'm not going to weigh anything on top of that. I'm going to move it off to the side here, but not a bad pickup for only $5, wouldn't you agree? Not to mention, I've had this version of that card in my collection since I was like a 12-year-old kid. So hopefully I taught you something about some Michael Jordan collectibles. Also, for that viewer that I mentioned, make sure you try to pick up a copy of this book. The prices aren't the best in it anymore because it's a little outdated, but it's a good checklist to have in your collection. And I'm just going to thumb through it really quick here as it covers so many things Michael Jordan. And I'm not necessarily a Michael Jordan collector, but if I see a good deal on a Michael Jordan item, I definitely will consider buying it. And this is a good reference point to try to look it up in case you can't find that certain Michael Jordan item. So thanks again for joining me for another episode. I look forward to your comments below. Happy collecting.